Winner bracket semifinal number 2, the Korea Cup, ladies and gentlemen. So we have another best of 5 on our hands. And once again, I have to highlight this is officially not the Korea Cup. The official name is the Healing League. But again, it's not a league, it's a tournament, double elimination tournament with 8 teams. And again, if I use Healing League, for example, in titles, or I explain it to somebody, you know, everybody's like, "Heh, what are you talking about?" If I say Korea Cup, everybody goes like, "Ooh, Korea!" And then people are more interested. So yeah, that's why we actually have the Korea Cup, and we have our winner bracket semi-final. Best of 5. The first round, the round of 8, was only best of 3s, and honestly, it was already amazing. I loved the games that we had there. So many just clutch matches. And one of the games featured Team Easy Girl. And Team Easy Girl went up, I'm not quite sure if I should dare say one of the favorites, but definitely one of the teams that performed in the last iteration of this tournament, which was played out in 2023. One of the teams did exceptionally well there, and they got defeated by Team Easy Girl and find themselves now in the losers bracket. So it's pretty cool that we have the blue team now in the winner bracket semi-final. They're going up against Where's My Money, and I'm totally ready for this. We had some incredible games in this tournament, and they were so much fun, and it's of course cool to also look at a bit of a different meta here too. Diablo banned, Maiev banned, Maiev gets the axe and so does Tracer. But which team takes the lead here? And are we going to another 4-mapper, 5-mapper? Are we running into a stomp here or not? We already know who's in the winner bracket final, of course. And now the big question is, who is gonna take it here? Now, guys, also, quick reminder, big shout out, first of all, to everybody that supports the stream on Patreon. You can see the link right down here. I said it in some of the previous games. This is normally not a tournament that I can cover. So, without the support on Patreon, I would honestly not be able to still run Heroes of the Storm on the channel. I would have moved ages ago over to something else, forced to cast League of Legends or something like, I don't know. But yeah, so big shout out to everybody that supports the stream. Also, since the question keeps popping up, this is generally the best way to support the stream over at Patreon. I know that a lot of people that use the website and the platform use it also, you know, to push social media information out. I absolutely suck at this. If you ever followed me on Instagram, you know that I absolutely suck at using social media. It's just something that I can never really get behind. So, but this stuff really helps me to keep the coverage for Heroes of the Storm alive. I mean, we've been casting it ever since Blizzard cancelled HGC. So if you want to support the stream, then do it over at patreon.com/Khaldor. Best way to do it. Very much appreciated. So thanks a lot to everybody that is already active there. And, well, that's basically it. Really helps to keep the stream and everything alive here. So big shout out to everyone supporting the stream up there. Thanks, guys. Now, Blaze and Genji to start things off with. We got Urel, Hanzo, and Lucio on the other side, which means that we're already going full on embracing Overwatch. For Battlefield of Eternity, with Hanzo, you already have a really nice one. Vala getting banned here, by the way, has not necessarily anything to do with her arrow build. I mean, I would still expect that if they pick the hero, they would go for an arrow build. But she gets banned in essentially every single game. It's crazy. They hate her. They get Brightwing and Anubarak. I mean, I really don't see a lot of the traditional heroes that you would get on Battlefield of Eternity now. I'm missing Chromie, I'm missing Li Ming. I'm currently missing, I don't know, Greymane, for example. Yes, you have Hanzo, but when it comes just to sheer immortal damage, it seems like the teams are currently more interested in just coming in and taking people out with in a team fight and then focusing their attention on the objective. So, we'll see. Hoga and Varian. So, triple frontline. They really like that stuff. We have Varian for quick taunt, and then the follow. I assume that this is going to be taunt. I mean, this is Korea after all. And A went actually into Smash and Meme Blades a bit in the last tournament. There's Greymane. Okay, so restoring my faith in humanity in the drafting process again. But yeah, let's go. Battlefield of Eternity. Game number 1. It's a best of 5 series. We're in the winner bracket semi-final. Let's see which team takes the lead here. Game number 1. On the left side, Team Easy Girl. I love these guys. Again, they are advertised as Team EG, so it's always the, you know, the little nod to evil geniuses. But the second I enter the first lobby with them, they're like, "We are Team Easy Girl." And I'm like, all right. I still don't know if they're looking for the easy girls or if they are the easy girls. Either way, they're playing here with the triple front line. We got Varian, Hogger, and Urel. We got Hanzo and Lucio. And then over on the right side, where's my money? I mean, they're getting straight to the point. You got to appreciate that too. Them running with the Nubarak and Blaze. We get Genji, Brightwing, and then also Greymane. So, good stuff. Really aggressive comp from them with Genji and Greymane. So they're going to do some work here. Down at the bottom of the map, everybody is also getting ready for this. Greymane himself, not only useful for the Immortal, but can also then later on start to do a bit of damage. Seems like Genji is currently the one that is trying to rush around a bit and see if he can maybe help out at the top lane and turn this into a quick 2v1 or something. Oh, what? And at the bottom of the map, Greymane came in and killed Hogger. Okay, that came a bit out of nowhere. Very quick kill in the 4v4. At the bottom of the map, so that didn't last long when they came in to wreck that. I mean, good for them, I suppose, but whew, he disappeared in a second. So, quick and easy kill over here. Now, what does that give us? That gives us a bit of a lead in experience, I suppose, and I guess an opportunity for the red team to come through and start to claim the bottom camp. Now, blue team, as you can already see on the minimap, is obviously doing the exact same thing up at the top. So already going for a bit of a spin to win over here in an attempt to ensure that they can lock that in. Yeah, a little bit late for Blaze to make a proper move and do anything about it. So not quite able to do anything. But hey, we're off to a good start. Varian also, by the way, has not gone for High King's Quest. I already have to appreciate that because it means that we're getting an actual Varian play and not just some meme stuff with a smashy smash or anything along those lines. So yeah, it's gonna be a real party. Oh, Hanzo trying to jump and then gets killed. Bye-bye, my friend. That is kill number 2 for Where's My Money? Yep, they want to continue in the tournament. They want to set themselves up for the grand final, I suppose. I mean, that's jumping ahead a bit, even if they... Another one! They're picking them off! They're going through them like hot butter through cheese, just absolutely melting them away. Look at these boys. Big plays made, leading experience now. That might translate into the first objective. With an early level 7 talent, we can start to pull off a few shenanigans there. So, yeah. As the objective gets announced, the teams are starting to make their move for the Immortal. But we're off to the races, aren't we? 3 kills to 0. It's not too shabby. And let's see what's happening at the right team's side. What they are going to be able to do with this. But that's a little bit of a rough start for Team Easy Girl. So, now that the Immortal is coming up and Brightwing takes the camp, we're going to see teams push for some lane power. Greymane is the one that has to go into Worgen form right away, and this is exactly what we're getting. So he goes Worgen form, jumps in, does his thing, and now the opportunity to maybe even go for the halftime show. But the blue team with Hanzo has of course a massive tool that they can use here. Yeah, sexually not intended. But yeah, let's see Hanzo use his massive tool on the left, and over on the right side it's Greymane that is still pushing this out. But damn, it's close. 36 hit points, a 36 hit point difference between them, and the blue team gets it. Team Easy Girl. They lost 3 heroes, but they get the first Immortal. Not bad. Bit of 36 HP. Oh my god. Even if you just bumped your head into the Immortal, you would have been able to do that. So now they're breaking through the bot lane, trying to take this one out, but yeah. So they're coming in, not even breaking through the gate. That Immortal had nothing. That Immortal had absolutely nothing. So, not even the gate's broken. But hey, at least the opponent didn't get it, right? But this was probably one of the weakest Immortals that I've ever seen. I think I've seen 1 or 2 that had less hit points than that, but that's still crazy. So, they're coming in again. Taunt is now ready, so there's opportunities for the blue team to try and fight back in this. And, well... right now, attack still coming. Okay, King 4 is already moving out here. We have, on top of that now, Suppressive Fire at level 7. Beetle build got progressed a bit. Blaze coming down here, so it's a 5 versus 4 for a couple of seconds. But Blaze is slowly starting to make his move over. Stuns are coming in. They're really fighting for this. There's the taunt against Genji. And the camp gets taken and immediately starts to contribute to the fight here. Blue team is falling back. They got the camp. And now stunned out. Hoga! Ah, the follow-up stun is what did him in. Anubra coming in with the second stun. That really, really helped. And that's kill number 4. So that's 4 heroes already taken out. Yeah, Where's My Money is starting things off with a lot of power here. 4 kills to 0. So already pretty good start. And still the question how much further they can go with this now. I mean, for now, obviously, it's all about taunts from Marion. Level 10 soon kicking in. Despite the fact, by the way, that we have 4 kills for the red team, the experience is still the same. And that is like, kills only do 2 things for you. They give you experience, so you're trying to get ahead of your opponent. And as the game continues and death time has increased, you get more and more of a map presence when you kill heroes of the other team and you force them back. They're not going to be willing to fight. In the early game, that doesn't play as big of a role because the death timers are very low, and once that you're back at the Nexus, you're immediately coming back in. So this is where experience is a bit more important. But as you can see from the experience shield here, while there is a big lead in hero experience for the red team, they're trailing behind in other aspects, as for example the mercenary experience or the minion experience. So that is what's currently the saving grace for the blue team. Immortal up, but nobody really cares about it. Instead they're trying to go for Urel, and she's gone. The Space Goat eliminated. Easy kill. Very well done. So they are able to drop her. Now level 10 abilities are starting to kick in for the 2 teams. But they want another one. They got 5 kills already, and apparently they're gonna go for the double digits. They drop Lucio, and now they drop Varian. Where's My Money is the favorite on this, and they are clearly showing why. Now, I have to put this in perspective again. I think that already in the first round, in the quarterfinal, Team Easy Girl was a bit of an underdog. They played against Attack on Titan. There's 2 Titan teams, Beast Titan and Attack on Titan, and both of them did very well in the first iteration of the tournament. But the pretty amazing thing is that Team Easy Girl was able to win that series. That they already caused an upset. So no matter what happens here, even if they get defeated in this best of 5, for them this is already, as far as I know, quite the accomplishment. And quite the run. So we'll see what they can pull off, not only in the first map, but in the course of the best of 5. But they are the underdogs. Now, we got the Immortal at the top, and this time the red team has a 50% shield. So it's starting to look a little bit better over here. But, well, let's see if they can take, for example, that fort out. It would, of course, be the dream. Take the entire fort apart and drop that now. 7 kills to 0. Only half a level ahead. But the kill count, pretty decisive, and the counterplay at the bottom of the map, so they're only defending with 3 at the top. The fort is therefore immediately gone, and they should be a little bit careful how they're playing this, because my worry would be that if they're now not sending some of the heroes back, or if they get interrupted on the hearth, that they're going to lose way more than that. The arrow from Hanzo is also missing. This one is going far and wide. Watch out, Florida. And it could very well end up, yes, with the wall at the keep destroyed and even the keep itself taking some damage. And that's all happening with the first Immortal for the red team. Second Immortal overall. So, not bad. Bot side, at least they got the fort. So, it's not too shabby. It's a fort for a fort that was essentially traded, and then the wall got destroyed at the keep. But I suppose that is still pretty decent. With the second Immortal, that you're able to take a fort down, I mean, kudos. From Macro's perspective, that is not horrible. That's definitely something that you can pull off here. Now, level 13 talents are slowly starting to kick in. And there is now a gap in experience. So there is a significant gap that is starting to slowly shape up between the 2 teams with a talent advantage that can be exploited. The red team is just doing a little bit better. But yeah, with the next big Immortal happening on even talents, there is still plenty of opportunity for Team Easy Girl to try and turn that around. So we'll see how much they can do. So yeah, time will tell. But okay, so as this continues, we now have, for the red team, another camp that they were able to claim. So yeah, already taking that. And now, of course, starting to make a quick play also for the camp review spawns up again before the objective is actually up here. So yeah, we'll see. How far can they go with this? I mean, right now we have at the bottom of the map still everybody getting into position for the next objective. It's a minute and 24 until the Bruiser camp respawns. The Immortal spawns in 5, so not really that much time. But the action is already starting to come in as we're now having the potential kill of an Uberak. Everybody's a bit low on the red team. They lose an Uberak. That's the first kill for Team Easy Girl, but they're losing Lucio in the process. Hanzo goes down too. Now the aggression focusing on Urel. Greymane is on her. He wants a change on the menu apparently and is adding some venison to it. But Urel gets out, Hogger gets out, all of them just rushing to escape as the red team focuses their attention back onto the Immortal, trying to get the objective. A quick taunt on Genji, but Varian is not able to set anything up. There's nobody around to dish out damage, so he puts himself in an awkward position and is now saved by Urel as she helps out. Greymane has been whacking away against the Immortal and has dropped it very low here, so good move for him. 9 kills, 2-1, and level 15. So the lead in experience is still being extended by them. They still maintain it here, extended a bit even. But here comes another taunt. Maybe now the follow-up. No, Greymane still totally fine here. Coming back again as they're trying to defend the Immortal. A halftime show has been easily won. Cocoon is out against Lucio. And Uberak, here comes the kill. Lucio is gone. 10 kills to 1. They aim for the double digits. They got the double digits. And now they're all surrounding the Immortal to get a massive shield. Big shield. Even Hanzo wasn't able to chunk it down on the other side and limit the amount of damage or problems that are now coming their way. The camp taken for even more pressure up at the top lane. It's a dicey spot for Team Easy Girl to be in. At the bottom of the map, this is where the push is going to head it, and the fort is forfeit. The fort is definitely going to fall. That shield is disastrous. And it's not the only thing that makes this now so annoying. You have a camp pushing at the top. You have level 16 talents in the hands of the red team. So the situation is just getting worse and worse for them and will be very, very difficult to deal with. I don't envy the blue team at all. Now, they were trying to play around those taunts of Varian, and that is essentially just not happening. They were hoping that they could maybe follow up with a Hogger Shockwave, that they could follow up with Hanzo's Arrow, that they could do anything to chain CC and then drop a target, and it's just not happening. They killed one hero, that's not going to be enough. One level until they hit level 16, and this keep at the bottom of the map is likely going to get destroyed. So very powerful play in this series, straight from the get-go, from Where's My Money. The red team is absolutely in the driver's seat on this one. 40,000 damage from Genji alone. Urel is gone again. Didn't have her ult ready. The keep destroyed, and they could go for an absolute quickie over here. I don't know if the red team has a couple of hot Tinder dates waiting in half an hour or so, but whatever it is, they are trying to end this as quick as they can. They're coming in with 11 kills to 1. They're going for the opponent's core. It's getting dropped super fast, and that is just one powerful statement in game number 1 from Where's My Money. They win the first map of the best of 5. They take the lead, and what a performance on Battlefield of Eternity. GG.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Map number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Always a good one. Where's My Money is in the lead, and boy, they made a statement on the last map. I mean, damn, these kids were crushing it. So, big statement from Where's My Money, able to win this pretty handily and just crush through them. Now, map number 2 is going to show a little bit if this is an indicator for how this series is going to go, or if at the end of the day, the only thing that shows us is that the draft was not really all that great for Team Easy Girl, or that things just spiraled out of control here. Tomb of the Spider Queen is, of course, always welcome map, so in this case, we're going straight into Tomb, but Team Easy Girl with some nice attempts to bring it back. But Where's My Money just looked so dominant in basically from the start. I mean, they got kill after kill after kill through, and they just absolutely murdered them. So Maiev gets banned out now. Tracer gets banned over here. normally you would expect a lot of different comps now, or a very different comp being played for Tomb of the Spider Queen. Yes, technically you can still run a variant composition, for example, and do your job there, but generally speaking, you need more wave clear. Oftentimes you're getting mages. Get Genji as a first pick right now, so still a chance that, let's say, Anduin is being paired with him for that light bomb engage. That said, we had a lot more bubble plays for Anduin than I honestly thought we would get from the Korean teams. So that was pretty interesting. At least 4 games, I want to say, where Anduin went for his alternative ult. Now we have Brightwing and we have Blaze. Blaze again on any map, just awesome. So he is a great side laner already that they can use down at the bottom of the map now. Double pick for the red team. So Team Easy Girl. Bit of a moment of truth already, and we've just started in the draft. Anduin or no Anduin? Are they prioritizing it? Yep, they do. Here comes Anduin, and we get Leoric against Blaze. So likely light bomb engage with Genji, but not guaranteed. Korean teams have been leaning heavily, in certain cases, over to playing Anduin more in a protective fashion with that. But the fact that they have Genji and they have him as a first pick is kind of leaning towards, hey, they want to be aggressive, they want to get a couple of kills here. So now, Diablo gets banned. And what's the last ban going to be against Where's My Money? They're going to ban out one of the damage dealers here. What are they, for example, afraid of right now? Hanzo's still up. One of the heroes, by the way, that feels a little bit underplayed after we've now gone through, I believe, 5 matches. I think Chromie is a bit underplayed here. We've seen tons of Chromie in the North America tournament. We are seeing a lot of Chromie also in any European tournament. I think she has been played on one single map here. But even on that, I'm not 100% certain. But it feels like Chromie is definitely a bit underplayed on in this tournament on the Korean server, or the Asian server, technically. Yeah, Greymane gets taken again. So even outside of Battlefield of Eternity and the battle against the damage against Immortal, they're now making a move for him. So Greymane gets locked in for damage, and just jump on them. We get Murden for the front as also as a tank. I mean, Jojo's... Ah, no, Jojo's already been picked. Okay, my bad, sorry. I thought actually she was slow. That's Chromie. I've just been talking about her. Alright, alright. And I'm not even going to slap you this time, Chromie. I'm not going as far as I missed you, but yeah. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Kerrigan! Okay, somebody wants to be aggressive and lock some stuns in. Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. Nice pick, nice last pick for our second map. Let's go. Best of 5 series continues between Team Easy Girl and Where's My Money? Where's My Money is in the lead. They did well on the first map. Boy, did they crush it. Can they do it again? Team Easy Girl over on the left with Anduin and Genji. The Tooth Triad combo is right here together with Chromie for additional damage. And then Murden and Leoric, of course, at that front line. Leo with Austin's Renewal now going down to the bottom of the map for the one-on-one against Blaze, who is the side laner for Where's My Money, but they still have Kerrigan. They got Johanna, so terrifying front line. Lots of CC, lots of stuns. Brightwing as the healer, and then Greymane played once again, after he already had some really nice scenes on the first map. Viciousness as a level 1 talent for him. Yeah, and my eyes are on Kerrigan, of course. Kerrigan is going to be very interesting throughout the game. We've seen her a lot also in the European scene on Tomb of the Spider Queen and some other maps. If you can properly chain things... Oh, and it already starts, doesn't it? Genji! Oh, and he gets out. But they are immediately under pressure. I mean, instantly. Where's My Money comes in and tries to leverage that front line that they're running to get some kills. That hasn't quite happened yet, but yeah, I am very much intrigued to see how this is going to play out for them. So, what can they do here? Up at the top, we have Kerrigan starting to make a move once again. Also, oh, the combo, and Anduin is barely able to save the day for Genji, at least this early. So the rotation is happening between the mid and the top lane from Where's My Money. The red team doing what they can to set themselves up for a little bit of a win right there. But yeah, looking pretty alright. So push towards the top real quickly. And then in the meantime, what we're getting is, of course, the Siege Giants claimed at the bottom of the map. The team's now focusing on the Bruiser camps too, so they're going to do that next. Having currently Lovesick sitting tight in the middle against Blaze, which is kind of funny. So they are rotating also between the lanes as we have some of the players splitting off to the mercenary camps. Yeah, but Siege Giants, if they can they have 2 heroes now to make sure that the Siege Giants are not going to be able to do damage on those structures. But, well, as that plays out, we have the next little play being made right here with Blaze now moving over. Okay, Lovesick being pushed back. Level 4 is kicking in. And in the middle, the aggression is also still there. I mean, Karrigan is going to be the one that is very likely going to start jumping into these fights and try and set up another combo. So they are already looking for exactly that. Abdo is sitting there. Camp is now gone. Opening that wall up a bit would be a nice first step for them. But at least this time in the early game, things are not falling apart that quickly. Well, hold your horses, hold my beer. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Yeah! Leo goes down. He's the first one to fall. So Leo is eliminated as Karrigan came in and finally got the first kill for the red team. Where's my money? Again, pulling slightly ahead. And they're looking good on the gem count too. They're slightly ahead on this as well with 8 turned in, 33 that they're holding. And they are delivering more. Or at least they're trying with Karrigan. I like the interrupt attempts that we're getting from the blue teams, at least making it very difficult for them to get the first set of web weavers. But still, with Karrigan just crushing this. Ooh, and Chromie getting a kill against Greylane. Nice! That's the first one now for Team Easy Girl, so they are taking the damage dealer out. That's definitely gonna shut the red team down for a second or two. They're still hoping to get their own interrupts through. Genji at the bottom was attempting to turn in. So far, the red team, or the blue team, hasn't been successful there. But Where's My Money could, of course, now get the first set of web weavers. They already have enough gems. The blue team is close, but they're not quite there yet. And Karrigan trying to assist Brightwing, so that they're not looking at another kill. But the lead and experience goes to Team Easy Girl, and now they are about to lock in some... No, still no. Brightwing is still annoying. I'm happy that I'm not the only one that gets annoyed by Brightwing. Genji is also just absolutely pissed. He's looking for this fly swatter so he can finally take the fruit fly out and just slap it around a little bit. But yeah, gotta be careful there. So, level 7 ready. 18 gems delivered. Still the interrupts coming in from Brightwing. So Genji is a bit annoyed and is falling back. Brightwing also, of course, losing some hit points to the pole. Karrigan trying to deliver. Might be able. Nope. 24 gems, and they're paying attention. Both of the turning points are heavily guarded as the teams are trying to ensure that nobody is able to get anything done. But now Genji might be in trouble. Anduin. Of course, that old Killjoy comes in, saves the day. Leo with 10 gems in his hands has some problems. Murden is picking them up. So at least Murden is making sure that they're not losing out on the gem battle. But the turn-in spot is therefore wide open, and here it comes. Murden turns in, sorry, Blaze turns in 25. Karrigan delivers, I think, shortly after. That means the red web weavers are going to touch ground first in game number 2 of this best of 5 series. So, yep, once again, looking pretty good over here. Moving towards the top with Karrigan now. She's still holding 20. I'm going to attack in the middle. You got to be careful. If Chromie is able to get a kill for the team, then that would, of course, be amazing. Brightwing gets stopped in her tracks. Oh, neat. Murden with Skullcracker is also getting a couple of nice hits and mini-stuns in. That annoys the hell out of them, I'd say. But once that the walls are open, which is basically happening now, Karrigan is again becoming a nuisance. So this is the moment when vision is everything. Brightwing, of course, after hearthing back, could easily move back in with a global. And there's nobody defending right now. There's nobody here, which means this is really easy pickings. So this is a problem. Chromie is trying to defend a little bit, but look how quickly that fort is falling. That's the first objective that we're talking about. If you're getting a first fort with objective number 1, you're usually in a fantastic spot there. Quests are being completed. Karrigan is killed. Genji gets murdered as a counter. A lot of gems still being picked up, and the Web Weaver is without mercy continuing on the fort. Here come level 10 abilities for Where's My Money. So now they have the big advantage, and Greymane takes the opportunity right away to eliminate Chromie. The fort is gone. Highly successful objective for Where's My Money. Murden with 46 gems, 25 for Anduin. They're honestly very well placed on Anduin. Muradin is the one that wants to engage at the front line, so for him holding 46 is a bit of an issue. If he could, he would give them to Anduin. Not only is Anduin traditionally playing a bit farther in the back, but he also runs by far the fastest. Years of training, just running away from opponents and never engaging into battle, have made it so that Anduin is one of the best sprinters that we have in the Nexus. He's a marathon man as well. I mean, this guy is running away as no other. He trained under the French, and they are really good at that too. So give him all the gems you can. And Muradin just sentenced them to death. Not another Haymaker game. Come on, boys. Really? Blue team with Web Weavers, and we're getting Haymaker. Every time I see Haymaker, I want to cry. Falling Sword for Jojo, so she's likely going to start applying some pressure onto Chromie when she can. And Anduin, of course. So that's a nice talent that we haven't seen in a while. Actually, we have seen it once in the tournament, but generally speaking, it's not something that gets picked a whole lot. If you remember the days when Ana was absolute dominant in the European meta, then you've seen lots and lots of Falling Sword. That was one of the counter plays that you could execute when you were running with Jojo. But yeah, interesting situation to say the least right now. Haymaker, I am personally not really a fan. Absolutely not. This could become a massive, massive problem for them because, again, Haymaker means that Muradin has a lot less survivability, so if he gets targeted and hit, then yeah, he's out. And a lot of the Web Weavers have been defeated very quickly. The only one that is still surviving is sitting at the top right now. So it's right there. Light Bomb engage, there we go, and the Entomb, oh, they get the kill. Bye-bye, Fruit Fly, Brightwing eliminated. That was well done. Nice execution of the Light Bomb engage. That took Brightwing as the healer out. They're still looking to see if they can pick up a second kill, but the red team already moved back, used the fountain, and can, if they want, re-engage. But those are exactly the plays that they need to make. So Team Easy Girl is looking way, way better in game number 2 than they looked on the first map. So still an advantage for the red team, absolutely granted. But they're doing much better here right now. And we'll see if they can pick up a win or how this is going to play out for them. But as it stands right now, they're doing a great job. So turn-ins again happening. Blue team with a second wave in a row. So initially this might have looked a little bit tricky for them, but now they have the second set of Web Weavers coming through, and for the red team that means they once again have to focus on defense. They have a very aggressive composition with the heroes that we've highlighted earlier with Carrigan, with Greymane. He goes straight for the mid lane Web Weaver and drop this thing within moments. But for the blue team, it also means that they have to now step it up a bit and try to be aggressive. Trying to set a bit of a trap. I'm not quite sure if that's working. Nobody's falling for it just yet. But here comes the Light Bomb again. Brightwing. And Falling Sword is immediately being used more as a cover than anything else by Johanna. So her whole idea was everyone that jumps in is going to be hit by me. And I will allow Brightwing some time to move out. But the attacks, they are starting to hurt them a little bit. Because the Web Weavers are now gone. This is the second set of Web Weavers that was played. And they have essentially not done any real structural damage. Don't forget, with the first Web Weaver arrangement, we had a fort fall on the blue team side. They haven't taken a single fort out, not one. None got taken down. 31,000 damage for Genji, 28,000 for Greymane. But it's really a bit of a problem. So the lead in experience is there for the red team, and they're doing pretty okay. Now they need to turn in for their second turn in. That needs to happen. But if they can do that, they actually have a pretty good chance that they can make some waves here. And the middle of turn-in attempts are already ongoing. So here they're going to try and make a move for it. Another problem is obviously level 16. So if you now get a turn-in and then you pick up level 16 as well, then all of a sudden this push becomes even more powerful. And with the first one, they already eliminated the first fort, so you can imagine what happens then. But not easy. But it is a way for the blue team to also fight back. Maybe in this situation they can start taking the fight with even talents against the opponent. Muradin still looking for a mega value, I suppose. I mean, who knows? He might actually find it. But this talent is way overplayed in this cup. I mean, come on. Genji's coming in, moves out, and at the top, There's the turn-in. 23 more gems are being delivered, and there it is. The red team with their second objective, and the camp in the middle of the map too. So now, here's the big moment. Do they try and push for one of the keeps? And level 16. It lines up perfectly, doesn't it? It lines up absolutely perfectly. The camp is right there, and then on top of that, we're now getting the web weavers. Chromie at the top is going to try and defend, but with camp and web weaver in the middle of the map, they are going to damage this keep. Question might be how much. Yeah, well, can they get kills? That would be a big one. Already, Chromie, they're going for Genji. Kerrigan, she's the first one to fall. Kerrigan is gone. Greymane goes deep and dies a second before he can get the kill. So they're losing too. Team Easy Girl. Well, not so easy apparently. 5 kills to 4. Again, they didn't have level 16. They were down by a talent, and then this happened. So the top side fort has been eliminated. Damage was done in the middle. The wall opened up. At the bottom of the map, they have, I guess, technically still a chance to go in and take out another fort. That would be the last one. Also removing, of course, the fountain. But first, they gotta survive. Bunker is up. And that's 41 gems in the hands of Blaze. If he dies, that's a disaster. But he makes it out. They're fine here. So yeah, they recovered the gems. But the situation is still a bit weird, because that fort at the bottom is still standing, but once they take it down, it will be no forts left on the side of the blue team, whereas the opponent, whereas the red team still has every single one. So it is a bit of an odd one. Yeah. The turn-in could be completed though. It's a 5 versus 5 back on the map. Kerrigan is slowly starting to move in from the top, I suppose. So yeah, she's coming in. They can get a kill here. That would help them to also take the fort down. But it's about the turn-in more so than anything else. And Blaze wants to get rid of these gems. He definitely wants to get rid of them. This is an amount of gems that no side lane player, no melee player is very happy to hold. He's just sitting there, is like, get this stuff away from me. I don't want to become the prime target here in every single fight. So, still the experience lead, but no talent advantage anymore. On the damage numbers, we're now having Greymane on 41,000, Genji on 46,000. Those are our two top DPS in the game. And again, the attempt to go for the turn. And by the way, this light bomb engage. Immediately, again, Johanna starting to follow up on it. And, wow, the heal. Damn, son. Brightwing gets haymakered. Value. Yeah, not so much. 0 value haymaker, essentially. Muradin at least gets out, but I'm not so sure about Genji. He's swift striking away. Bit in trouble, nobody dying. Blue team turned in and is now getting more web weavers. So I suppose it's a win for them grabbing the objective here. Doesn't change the fact, though, that the bottom fort has now also fallen. And at the top, the wall is also gone. This is actually what I wanted to highlight before the fight started, because catapults were starting to push in for this wall. So essentially, when you're looking at structures, it's one team without a single fort, one team that still holds all of them, and 2 lanes were pushed so far back that the web weavers are starting all the way back there. Now Genji getting killed as Greymane follows through. Oh, yeah, they're in a tight spot, in a very tight spot now. I don't know what they can do with this. I highly doubt that they can do anything here, honestly, to tell you the truth. So, yeah, it's very, very tough for them. The web weavers are not doing anything here. So we have at the bottom of the map the defense from Blaze. He has 53 gems. He needs to make sure that he turns those in as quickly as he can. That would be a problem if they lose that. But as long as that doesn't happen, they are just defending forts all over the place. Pausing the game here. Red team actually paused it, so they have apparently a bit of a problem. But yeah, anyways, you're looking at the map. This is... How many turn-ins have we now seen? We have seen 3 turn-ins for the blue team, and they haven't gotten a single fort destroyed. I said keep a moment ago. But yeah, so not a single fort has been destroyed. everything gets absolutely wrecked here, and it's just a bit of a disaster because the red team is so much more successful when it comes to these lane pushes. They've opened the wall up in the middle, they've opened the wall up at the top, so if they get another turn, and it's highly likely that they're going to be able to take down the first keep on the opponent's side. And catapults are becoming more and more of a problem too. We have 5 kills to 4, it's half a level to level 20 for the red team, so that's another issue that they gotta face, but the problem is simply that catapults become a problem. 16 minutes in. The longer this lasts, the more the catapults are a thing, and if you don't take any forts out and your opponent keeps taking your structures, then that pressure only goes one way. So right now we have Storm Talons kicking in, they have 95 gems, all they gotta do is shield Blaze and allow him to get the turn in, and once that happened, yeah. Now Leo's down. Leo's down. Anduin, as expected, gets attacked by Jojo with a falling sword. This is exactly the kind of play that we expected to see. 3 heroes down. It's a disaster. Team Easy Girl had some very nice moments. I think if they capitalized more on those turn-ins that they were able to get, they could have maybe even won the game, but now I just don't see it because the Web Weavers are coming down. There's a camp in the middle, so this is now coming in. And then at the same time that this happens, the keep is already about to be lost. There's only 2 defenders, Genji and Murden, so they're going to go for core here. It's going to 2-0 lead. It's kind of crazy. It's really kind of nuts. I feel for Team Easy Girl. I think they had opportunities there. But Where's My Money is just a little bit too clean in these late game scenarios. Now Leo dies again. The core is already falling. It was very, very well played towards the end by Where's My Money. They take the 2-0 lead over their opponents in blue. Team Easy Girl with a lot of cool moves there. And again, for a long time they were even. But at the end of the day, Tomb of the Spider Queen goes to the team in red. GG and well played. Third map, match point number 1, Towers of Doom is the map. And this could honestly be the last one. So far, Where's My Money has been absolutely crushing it. I gotta give it to Team Easy Girl. They got better, a lot better, from game 1 to game number 2. Maybe they got a bit caught off guard on Battlefield of Eternity, but they definitely improved their play immensely from one map to the next. Stitch is being banned. So already a targeted ban here, and funnily enough also a ban that very quickly highlights, okay, we kind of know what you guys are doing, so yeah, kind of amusing. I like that. Now, yeah, with the 2-0 lead, this might be the last map, but if Team Easy Girl improves at the same pace from game 2 to game 3 as they did from game 1 to game 2, it's going to be a bit tough for the red team. They played well for a long time. The problem that I really just felt made it difficult for them, they couldn't do anything with their turn-ins. They weren't able to do structural damage. They destroyed, at the end of the day, I think they didn't destroy a single fort. I believe that's true. They might have taken out the bot lane fort, but I think they actually weren't able to kill a single one. And if you have 3 turn-ins and you can't get a single fort, then something just goes wrong. They had team fights, they got kills, they were able to deny some turn-ins, they really annoyed them, they fought back, defended well, but yeah, at the end of the day, if you're not able to take any structures out, then you're gonna be in trouble. Genji has a first pick, so if they want to go for an Anduin combo, they gotta do it now. They can't wait for the next phase, because again, the ban will be Anduin, or very likely, if they don't take care of it at this point. So we get Blaze and we get Tychus. So now the chance for an Anduin ban here. And yeah, with Diablo, Brightwing, you already have a good start into this. Again, House of Doom being the map. One hero that I would also potentially expect here, but it's not really a high priority for most of the teams, is the Haka. The top lane, it seems like Leoric is more of an option. A lot of the teams have gone into Leoric as a high priority. So again, this priority game between the western scene and the eastern scene, so definitely a higher focus on that. But Garrosh gets banned. Yeah, so they're targeting the front line. And then on top of that, what is Where's My Money doing now? What are they getting rid of? Is it the Garrosh banned instead of Anduin? There we go. For a second I thought it was the red team that had an interest in banning it, but no. Yeah, they're getting rid of Sylvanas. So, this could get nasty. If you have a light bomb engage against this, I mean, even if they don't, then they pick another healer. You have Blaze already. Garrosh is bad, yes, but you could go Jojo, you could go Muradin. Plenty of strong tanks around that could be used for this. And then, of course, on top of all of that, you have the next problem. There's Dehaka. I like that. Dehaka being picked here is already nice. Lunara, so Bambi is now in play, but that is also a high priority target for Genji. There's Anduin, Genji, Anduin with light bomb engage. Lunara is not going to like that at all, and we get Fat Illidan. So Fat Illidan as a main tank. They're really taking a page out of the book of the playbook of Capybara. Dehaka, Diablo, and Maiev. So it's going to be a bit of a wild one, I think. I'm really looking forward to that. Match point number 1. We could see a 4th map here. We could see Where's My Money killing it all. We'll find out. Towers of Doom is our map. The next one between Team Easy Girl and Where's My Money. On the left in blue, it is Team Easy Girl with Diablo, Dehaka, and Maiev at the front line. Quite aggressive with Lunara coming in for the damage and Brightwing for them heals. Whereas Where's My Money on the right side with the opportunity to finish the series and move on to the winner bracket final is playing this with Blaze and Chen. So we get Chen as a main tank. We've seen it from Capybara before. I don't believe it has worked yet for anyone else, at least not in the tournament here. So let's see if Where's My Money can turn this around. We get Genji and Tychus for damage, and obviously for Genji, particularly important is the combo after level 10 with Anduin that we've already seen in action by Team Easy Girl on the last map on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So now it's Where's My Money that's trying to execute it. And it makes it interesting because I really thought they would ban Anduin out after Genji was taken. I talked about it during the draft. They decided that they were more worried about Garrosh being taken and they could deal with the combo. So, we'll see. Let's find out if they can deal with it. Big 5 versus 5 in the middle. Dehaka split off towards the top. Blaze is following him quickly. And yeah, on that we now get down at the bottom of the map. Delusional making his little play. But yeah, just easy rotations for now. Genji, with the mobility that he brings to the table, can easily move between the lanes and do his work there. We now have down at the bottom of the map the quick attacks happening slowly. Updoors and sitting in the middle with Genji. I mean, again, he's the one that can easily move between the lanes and help out. If he moves to the top lane, for example, and assists Blaze in taking the Haka down a notch, that's always nice. And then with the mobility, moving back down to ensure that the rest of the team doesn't end up in numbers disadvantage that would play against them. So, again, oh, nice, nice! Good moves. First Anduin and then Maiev, and they get the stuns right there. So, job well done. They lock down Maiev, get the kill very quickly on her, and are able to take first blood. And now they're working on the Arca, and okay, that's another kill. He's gonna go down too. Double kill for Where's My Money, pushing at the bottom of the map as well. So yes, they are already in the driver's seat here. Level 4 talents are kicking in for them. It's not quite a half level lead yet, but yep, they're getting there. And Lunara is going for Blossom's Well. So we've talked a bit about level 7. That could be Splintered Spear. We had Splintered Spear for Lunara already once. And it is obviously deviating away from the build that we're seeing traditionally now in the Western scene. Which is quite interesting too, because when you look all the way back, then Splintered Spear was actually a European favorite. And then at some point it was the NA boys that started to swap in, and Europe followed after a while. There was a time when Splintered Spear was taken. Yeah, basically both, the Choke and Pollen too. But we had our first Splintered Spear game now, I believe, yesterday on the first day of the tournament. And it was actually pretty cool to see that back in action and the AoE being used there. So we'll see what exactly they're deciding to do with that lineup that they're now running. With a multi-tether on Maiev, you could of course do quite a lot. But yeah, we'll see. Triple Altar is up, top side, easy exchange. Dehaka doesn't even get attacked, nobody really cares about it. Blaze is now doing the same thing, so as usual it is the altar at the bottom of the map that becomes the big focal point for the two teams. And there's the tether, alright, Anduin a bit low, but able to get out. Uh-oh, Maiev is in trouble again, and she dies. And Lunara is already low too. So this Chen main tank play is currently working out for the team. Another set of shots is being fired. They get 2 out of the 3. And now we have level 7 in the hands of Where's My Money. Yeah, they are giving Team Easy Girl quite the run for their money. So, money, money, money. We get Relentless Soldier for Tigers. And with level 7, of course, the question now is what is Lunara going to... And she goes traditional choking fallen. So yeah, no Splinter Spear in this one. But this is something I definitely want to keep a bit of an eye on, because I want to see if Splinter Spear is way more popular over here on the Korean tournament side, or if this was just an isolated pick on it. Yeah, nice heal to keep Tigers in play. He was about to fall, but it's not over. Blaze isn't here, so this is a 5 versus 4. Fat Illidan is trying to jump out, but gets caught and killed. Chen goes down. So easily dropped, as we have in the middle. Still a bit of a play being made now by Blaze. He was all alone there. He needed to make sure that the rotation towards the middle would not catch him and drop him. But yeah, nice. It's a pretty sweet little start that we have into our third map of this. And with one kill... The one thing that is always funny to me is that, yes, the red team walks away with the early game kills. But the problem that they have is it doesn't lead to an experience advantage, because the blue team is just better at keeping the XP from all of the minion lanes. Now that obviously only is a thing that helps you at the beginning of the game. Now that we're seeing more and more kills coming in and the game progressing, the death timers rising, this is becoming more of an issue with Lunara, Brightwing, and now probably Diablo being killed. It just means that they're falling farther and farther behind, and now this is a moment where you kind of just easily bridge that gap by going for the minion waves. But in the early game, it's always the same. They're losing a couple of heroes, they're doing way better in soaking XP on lanes and taking mercenary camps, but as the game continues, Team Easy Girl falls behind. That seems to be the MO here. It leads to an early level 10 talent for the red team, and Where's My Money is now again in the lead, 24 to 36 points on the core. And of course they're starting to do some structural damage here. Topcake plays, and with Light Bomb, this is where things come to get more dangerous for Brightwing, for Lunara, but also for some of the frontliners. A stun, a hit, a kill. Nice. So, that's the problem. We go again for Chen. He moves out, no problem for him. Level 7, 7 kills, level 10 for both teams. Disc is out. I mean, now that they have level 10, they can at least fight back here, so that's the good news. If they scale well into the late game, they can always turn it. House of Doom is the comeback map, just generally speaking. Yep, next jump is already in. Now they're trying to go for Delusional, and he's getting forced back pretty easily. But yeah. Blue team still has a chance. They haven't lost bell towers yet or anything. But they need to start winning a couple of these team fights. And Diablo is, of course, in a bit of a pickle whenever he goes up against Tychus here. Tychus burns him down quickly, even without going for, you know, the bigger they are. Lunara was thought she could jump out there. Was a pretty cool move with Leap, but then she gets killed by the X-Strike and, of course, Chen jumping in. So now they're going again for Delusional Grenade hits too. Tychus with 6 stacks on Master Assassin. So while this is designed to get his auto attack speed up, specifically with Odin, if he is keeping up the pace here, he might even be able to complete the quest, and that would of course be even more of an issue, specifically for Tigers at the front. So things are not really flowing well for Team Easy Girl. But they're trying to get a kill down here. Maybe now is the moment. Genji is protected. We have another altar up that they can fight for. Maiev gets poked a ton. I mean, she wants to be the one to engage at the front line, start tethering people in, and then really just focusing on that. But with her dropping in hit points always very low and getting poked down, it's difficult. Lunara also not quite having the impact that you would have expected her to have. She is getting targeted just so hard by Genji that it's very difficult for her to get into a position where she can do the damage. Essence already popped from the Haka. They're all fighting around the altar right now. We have level 13 in just a few more seconds for Where's My Money, so the red team will take a talent advantage over their opponents. Not sure if the blue team is willing to fight into this. 13 is something where you can still make an argument that it's still possible, but I'm not 100% certain that they're willing to fight into that. Attacks now coming, and blue team just clustering up here, but there's the extra talent, and it gets insta-locked. Light bombed, engage, mistimed. So that didn't work, That exploded before. Didn't stun anything. So that's one cooldown that they just burned. And they burned it hard. And on top of that, of course, now Genji jumping in. Chen, again, trying to make his little play and get the channel. Right. And here comes the keg. Keg is in. Stormbolt Connect is happening too. And they make the play for my freaking... Oh, but the bunker saves the day for them now. So they're all able to... They're basically just changing positions here quite a bit in these fights. But with the bunker play, they are also zoning themselves away from the shrine a bit, and that allows Anduin to get the channel. So now another couple of shots are being fired, and the core is down to 20 points. 13 to 13 talents, but it just came a bit too late for the blue team to really have a chance to turn this around. So the mission reverse sweep is not going too well. It's not going massively horrible yet. Nobody has died in a while, but that could change now. 8 kills to 1. Diablo with another barbecue move. Blaze now sitting in the middle. Damage output, just to get a bit of an idea here. 38,000 for Genji, 42,000 for Lunara. And yep, here comes the Kek. Kek play into the corner. That's just not enough damage to take him down. I have no idea why Tigers thought it was a great move, just staying there, not doing anything. Anduin wants to save him, but that's a dead Tigers. That was avoidable. That was a little bit awkward. What do you think you're going to do there? Kill him single-handedly and then put yourself in a spot where Diablo can just easily engage and then take you down? So I have to question at least that decision a bit. And that opens up opportunities for Team Easy Girl that the blue team is very happy to take. First of all, they're getting a follow-up kill, so now they're taking Chen down. But they're also going to get the bell tower conversion. So, as I said, late game momentum is everything here. And they are starting to get some. Yep, they're definitely starting to get some. So, looking good. Now we have in the middle the attack still ongoing. For us sitting tight here, yeah, BK. Now they're having in the mid lane, after the bell tower has been converted over, basically a chance to go for the next one. Haven't used it yet. There's the tongue, the drag. Can they kill Genji? Ah, nice jet propulsion. Shutting them down, or this could have been a staggered death. But look at experience now. So all of a sudden the game has flipped. The bell tower claimed by the blue team. They have half a level to 16, but the channel has happened. So it's 5 shots fight against 3. They were at least able to go for the exchange. So that was nice. And they can deny the pumpkins at the bottom of the map. 17 points to 31. Whereas my money is still heavily ahead on the core, but the game situation has changed. Now they're trying to go for Diablo, and the light bomb connects, but it's not helping them. They were trying to keg him into the death zone. That doesn't help. Instead, yeah, and then they're trying to go for Genji here, but couldn't really. So 16 is available. Oh, and they're Odining it up. So they want to start pushing from a distance and making their move on this. They're starting to move in here. Blaze still rotating against the Haka to get the experience. They want level 16 for the next altar. So far we've only seen the tunnels announced. There's also a couple of pumpkins coming in, but Odin is doing well. Problem is that it doesn't last all that long at this point. So they burned the cooldown. Should be ready for the next objective. 70 seconds for now, so they should be fine here. But one shot gets actually fired. Can they get a kill? They're trying again. They're trying again, time and time. They're moving in with the barrel, and the positioning is too good of Team Easy Girl. This game got wild. From utter domination. Am I exaggerating? 8 kills to 1. I think that was pretty dominant. From pretty big dominant position from Where's My Money to Team Easy Girl flipping the switch and the momentum in the mid game and are now ahead. Tigers gets killed. That's bad news. They're missing the connect with the stun again. Yeah, Lunara repositioned and Genji couldn't connect the stun, so they can't kill Lunara. This gets out. Lots of ults and lots of cooldown use, but it doesn't matter. Another 5 shots are fired. They're starting to catch up here. 17 to 25. And they're even going for the one at the top. There's another one that Right Wing can get at the bottom of the map. That's another 5 shots easy, so they're going to get dropped to at least 20. But now, finally the kill, right? Diablo? Can they get Diablo? Yeah, they can, but Blaze died too, so what does that do for you? 20 points against 17, and they're getting another 5 shots. Guys, we could go to game number 4. Where's my money is struggling? Where's my money is having some serious problems all of a sudden. They are behind in every aspect, except for kills. Kills is the only point where they are ahead, which doesn't mean jack shit. It means absolutely nothing. Nada. Kills at this point are irrelevant if you are behind like that. So 9 kills to 5, behind in experience. Bell towers at least are even now, so that helps, and they're also behind in points on the core. Dehaka came in. I'm talking about Dehaka at the top with the pumpkins. Now the wall gets destroyed, so they could do some work here. Mid lane is where Maiev is making some plays and some moves. Can they win this? If Operation Reverse Sweep is starting here in Towers of Doom, that would be pretty epic. Team Easy Girl improving from game to game to game, and now having high hopes of winning this one. Barbecue play is being made. This is out. Hits Tychus. They can make a move there. Bunker is available. Tychus! Light bomb! And Lunara dodged it again. Can he go in the bunker? Yeah, the bunker's gone, but he's still alive. He survives. What? No way. How? How did Tychus survive this? Boah, the pumpkins! They want the bell tower, they get it again! Too many pumpkins! All of them made it. Now the blue team wants the kills and they grab them. Bye-bye Blaze, bye-bye Tychus. And this seems like it might be the nail in the coffin. This might be the nail in the coffin. Team Easy Girl. Big plays, big moves, and yep, Diablo died, but so did Chen. And Diablo had his soul stacks. Spoiler alert, Chen doesn't have any of those. So, yeah, Brightwing gets another channel down here. That's 5 more shots fired, and they can now go for more control in the middle as they're going for another bell tower. Actually, they can grab this maybe before Brightwing gets the channel. So Brightwing should probably not channel this through and just cancel. Channel cancel a couple of times. And does exactly that. So channel cancel has happened. That means 6 shots are going to be fired this time, and they're rotating towards the boss. So down to 9 points, single digits on the core. Awesome stuff. And obviously up at the top, they're now trying to go for the bell tower conversion. Diablo is attempting to slow them down at the bottom of the map. Once the barrage starts, it helps them with a few more shots. And as the red team is threatening to retake the bottom, they can go for boss. But they're actually pretty quick on this. 1 shot is probably all that they're going to get here. So 1 barrage shot is fired. Can they get a second? I don't think so. Maybe. And nope. 1 shot is all that they got. But they went for boss now. So it's 8 points on the core. Going to be down to 4 after the boss is taken. The level 20 talents was a big lead for a long time right now. And the red team is trying to capture level 20 for themselves so they can find on eye level. But it's still 6 spell downs to 2, 4 points on the core. The entire game is falling apart for Where's My Money. It's absolutely, yeah, it's crazy. Now we have Big Red Button. That is going to change things a little bit. That's a huge tool. We have the cooldown reduction with the living weapon. We're getting Censure. So you have lots of tools now. But with 4 points on the core, it might be a bit too little too late. Can they bring that back? If the light bomb connects properly for once, then maybe. Chen went into the purifying brew. They want to fight for this. This is where they're going to make their stand. They want this fight. They are saying, we need to win this. We need to at some point drop them. And there's a double ult at the top. If you don't win the fight right now, then it's never going to happen. Dehaka also can't be allowed to go to the top. So, yeah, he gets stunned. They go for him. Dehaka, and he's gone. Nice. That was important. Imagine the team trying to shield Dehaka, him tunneling topside and getting the altar channel. They have to fight into this. And they gotta take the one on the left side as quickly as they can, because that's gonna be the difficult one to claim. So already grenades are out, they go for Lunara. This is the moment where Where's My Money is gonna try and turn the game again. Yeah, Diablo gets the interrupt. Jet propulsion doesn't quite connect. They are trying to channel again, and the blue team is doing whatever's possible for them to get an interrupt on those channels. 32 seconds until Dehaka is back. Bambi jumping in, jumping out. Diablo in trouble. Brightwing with the heals. Is it going to be enough? Can they get the kill? They're trying for it, and it's not happening. The bunker is gone. Lunara with the big damage. Diablo with the wall stun. Anduin is doing everything that he can to keep everybody in play. But here comes the kill. Diablo is gone. Diablo is gone. Dehaka back in 10. Bambi the save as Tigers falls. They are all getting dropped low. Lunara in the 6-digit club with 100,000 damage. But I think this might just be it for the red team. I don't think they can do this. Dehaka is threatening the channel. I don't think they see it. Blaze sees it. Blaze is coming. It's too late. That's game. We have map number 4 coming up next as Team Easy Girl takes the victory on Towers of Doom. GG. Game number 4, let's go. They're quick with the bans. Lucio and Vala are banned out. And I gotta give it to Team Easy Girl. They're stepping it up from game to game to game. Operation Reverse Sweep is still in full swing as we are headed towards Infernal Shrines. So, here we go. Can they force map number 5? That's honestly the biggest question right now. Team Where's My Money? They have some different plans on all of it. But kind of curious. It would be amazing if they would just improve from map to map to map to map, and all of a sudden they're starting to dominate here on Infernal Shrines. So was game 3 more of a fluke? Was Lunara just the driving force behind it? And Where's My Money reacting to it? They're still banning Vala, they're still banning Tracer, that hasn't changed. And now we're coming to our first picks for Infernal Shrines. It would be kind of funny if they can pull it off. They, again, caused an upset already in the first round of the tournament, in the round of 8 in the winner bracket. And now they have an opportunity to try and do it again. So, started off rough. Game 1, they got totally destroyed. Not even close. Game 2, looked better, but in the late game, Where's My Money, turned it up to 11 and then claimed it. And then game number 3. So if now in game number 4 that trend just continues, then Where's My Money is in for a tough time. But yeah, it's kind of amusing. I kind of like the way that this is currently going here. So Blaze gets picked very quickly as the first pick. Over on the right side, the red team now with Leo. Yeah, for Infernal Shrines, very good choice. Again, the AoE that he brings in. And we get Diablo. So a lot of wall stuns that he can bring through. Try and come in and really wreak some havoc over here. And then on the other side, what are we getting for... for Team Easy Girl? After Blaze, the Genji and Anduin combo has been played twice now already. But they go for Stitches. Stitches was actually banned. Stitches was banned on Towers of Doom against them. So Delusional is apparently known for some of his Stitches shenanigans. And now that they get Stitches and that they feel confident playing with him, I just want to see if this is justified. Imagine for a moment that Where's My Money was actually planning to ban Stitches out again on the 3rd ban. That might be the reason why they're picking Stitches already. And that now Stitches flips it on them. If that would happen here... Oh. The first winner bracket semifinal was already crazy. Was insanely cool. And now, if we are getting a potential reverse sweep here... Damn. Brightwing gets banned, okay. What do you get rid of now if you are Team Easy Girl? What was very surprising to me in the North America tournament that we covered, or that I covered, and also what we've seen so far, one hero that is very heavily underplayed is Medivh. I'm not saying Medivh belongs in every single game, but with certain comps or against certain heroes, he is insanely powerful. And in the NA tournament, it got to a point where Medivh was played once or twice and did so well that he was actually getting banned afterwards. Now, you can make plays like that here too. Yeah, Maiev this time with Anduin for the light bomb engage. We had Genji banned out. But you could go for a kidnap combo with Stitches. You could always play the portal against Stitches. So you can do a lot with that. But right now, we still need some damage. One hero that is also not eliminated. Ooh. Anna? Alright. Anna and Malthael. Talk about things that I didn't expect. Stitches, Anna, Malthael. I feel I jumped into a time capsule and got... yeah, damn. Got teleported back a little bit. Okay. Stitches, Anna, Malthael. I'm here for it. This is gonna get pretty fun. And yeah, let's see what exactly the final pick is for map number 4 now from Where's My Money. It's their second match point. Second match point for them, but the momentum in the series has definitely shifted a bit. They go for Sylvanas. Can they bring it back? Can they win the series right now? Or are we really going for map number 5? Time to find out. Inferno Shrines. Game number 4, here we go. The chance to force map 5 and start the reverse. Well, they started the reverse sweep already. The question is if they can continue with it. Over on the left side, we have a very interesting comp, honestly. Stitches, Malthael, and Blaze for the front line and for the control on shrines. Then you have Anna for heals and Hanzo for damage, additional stuns, a bit of vision too, and of course poke. Over on the right side, we have Where's My Money. They were heavily ahead with a 2-0 and absolutely stomped their opposition on the first map, Battlefield of Eternity. But now we're seeing them with Maiev, Diablo, and Leoric, and then Sylvanas for range damage and Anduin besides it. So the big question here really, is the red team just crushing it and destroys everything in their path? Was game number 3 just a fluke? Or what's going on there? That's going to be the big question for now, and it will be answered soon. Interestingly enough, we have Hungry for More on the side of Stitches, so a little bit of a speed boost already as he picks the talents, and then more as he gets towards 20 globes. But it also means that his hit point pool is going to increase as the game goes on, so the chances to turn him into a hit point heavy monster similar to Diablo. Nice save here with the helping hand. And Stitches was banned, so Delusional got his Stitches banned in game number 3. Seems like the red team was very much aware that this could become a problem for them. And so I want to see if that was justified or not. Already the attack against Leo, but yeah, it's fine. Diablo is using him as a bit of a pushback. And Hades... He is alive and gets out. Yeah, they're not even close on some of these plays, are they now? I mean, time and time again, this is what we're seeing here, that they're just making these massively close calls, and it somehow just works out. So, yeah, Blaze walks away, no kill against him, and yeah, good job. Very, very good job here. So, time will tell if they can do a little bit more. By now, of course, we are still waiting for First Blood. 3 stacks for Stitches. Didn't really get a ton or anything yet, but once that they're going into the shrines, if they can win a few objectives, then they're gonna get the extra bonus ones. So that would help them. They're gonna, I mean, they're gonna do whatever they can in order to pull a little bit farther ahead on all of this. But as it stands right now, the first one is gonna be announced soon. Teams are going to try and get towards level 7 so that they have the extra talent and maybe a talent advantage over the opponent's team to grab themselves the first one. It's interesting that Tychus was not taken, by the way. So far, we've seen on most of the maps or most of the Infernal Shrine games, Tychus locked in very quickly as damage. But at least in this particular series, he's been completely disregarded and nobody has made a move for it or banned him out. Bit of a lead for the red team. Nothing insane. I mean, both teams are just going for their shaman camp here as the shrine or the position around the shrine is already being slowly claimed by the blue team. So, a couple of opportunities right now. Who's going to walk away with the first one? Who is going to be able to grab the first shrine? And this one is also a Frozen Punisher, so this helps a lot. If you are trying to go for the first few structures, Frozen Punisher is the way to go. The strongest by now when it comes to push power. And since one team also has Sylvanas, they could use that on top of it to make it even worse. But the initial lead goes to Leo with the AoE that he brings in. Diablo, again, trying to bully people around a bit, as he so often does. The attack still continues. And, well, yeah, 18-6. They're starting to take control of the shrine. The blue team is moving in. Hanzo is also completing his crest quickly, so that's going to help a bit. Just in time for the fight. As we have the hits coming through. And Maiev looking for those tethers. Diablo in trouble. And gets saved by Anduin. Another hook by Stitches. But it's not helping. Leo, on the other hand, he's definitely going to go down. Leo is the first one to fall. 28 to 21 minion stacks now. Maiev moved in to try and get them a few more, but she gets stunned within seconds, finds herself insanely low. The hook is barely missing her, but the blue team is crushing it on the shrine now. 35 to 31, 36 they're grabbing it. They get the Frozen Punisher, they win objective 1, they have level 7. And here comes potentially another kill against Leoric. 2 kills against Leorki. He goes down to Team Easy Girl. Guys, they caused the big upset in the first round. And then it honestly looked like they would get destroyed here. That they would absolutely get murdered. That's what it looked like. It looked like, okay guys, you caused an upset in the first round. You made it into the winner bracket semifinal. But here you're now going up against the real deal and you're gonna get murdered. Not just defeated, but murdered. Game number 1 was a disaster from their perspective. And then they got better and better. And now we're in game number 4 and they win the first objective. They take the wall out, they damage the fort, they are 2 kills to 0, they have a 1 level lead roughly. It would be insane if all of a sudden they're not only forcing game number 5, but just imagine them now moving on to the winner bracket final. It's ridiculous. So I want to see honestly, there must be pressure on Where's My Money now. If you have a 2-0 lead and then you end up in that spot, you start worrying. Also, grabbing the Punisher gave Stitches extra globes, so he's at 14 now. So that's also very nice for him. So you get 14 globes that you have. If you get 20, you get another 5% movement speed. But you shouldn't count out the red team. I mean, again, there is a certain amount of momentum, but the red team has a very aggressive combo, and it's all about how they're going to play around this. But Malthael is an interesting factor in the equation, and then let's not forget these hooks. So the ones that we're getting, for example, to a point where the hook range gets increased on level 13, this is becoming more of a problem. And just the fact alone that on the last map they banned Stitches, that immediately rings alarm bells when Stitches then gets taken. It's also not the normal Stitches map. I mean, the Shrine minions always are good to play around, so you can play them here. Meme Strike, by the way. Meme Strike, and we got Tormented Souls. That's where we have Anna kicking in. Nano boosted Tormented Souls. I'm always highlighting in that situation a game that was played a long time ago where Uther was played as the main tank with Divine Shield, Anna came in as the real healer, and then you had Malthael, and there was a Tormented Souls Malthael that got a Divine Shield when he was in trouble. That could win you the fight single-handedly. So this can be scary. You can play around this, but it can be a very scary thing to go up against. And we get the bubble from Anduin. This is something that I talked about a lot. This is an absolute massive difference between the western scene and what we're seeing in the eastern regions. That Anduin these days is being played a lot with bubble. So going straight in with the Holy World Salvation. Light Bomb, we've seen it before, we've seen it with Genji, but they're doing a lot here with this ult as well. Whereas European scene, North American scene, I can count on one hand how many times I've seen this ult over the last couple of years. It just doesn't get picked. Nobody cares. Here on the other hand, they're adapting. 20 stacks for Stitches, so with that, he's now sitting comfortably at 500 additional hit points and gets the extra movement speed, but it doesn't help him to get out of this one. So yeah, oh, that was a really nice beam strike, but not good enough to save Stitches. Bad timing too, because in 2 seconds the Shrine at the top is spawning. So with Stitches falling, him being the first hero to be annihilated, that's a bit of an issue, not a massive one. Death timer is still low, so still can play around that. Yeah, and they're all moving towards the top. Nobody is staying behind. It's half a level until the red team, sorry, the blue team is going to achieve level 13. So, yeah. Here comes the stun. Careful on my F. The tether is there. They go for Malthael. Tormented Souls is in. There's the nano boost, and it's not doing anything. Those were a couple of panic buttons right there. So they just used 2 ults, and they got absolutely nothing. Like, nothing out of it. He was already on the retreat, he was not in the fight, they kind of panicked a little bit. Malthael goes for Tormented Souls, Anna sees it, drops it on him immediately, and it just didn't do anything whatsoever. So massive problem for them right now that those ults are out, and Malthael gets killed, the Angel of Death gets deaded, and we have Anna following. So the 2 of them get punished for shitty ults, and then we have Mayef also getting killed as a counter kill. The Bubble Din is there, gets interrupted, and Anduin is down. That's what you get for picking the wrong ult. So 4 kills to 3, but the Punisher has still been claimed by the red team. So this is the moment where we could see some more aggressive plays made by them. They want to go for that 4, they want to go for another kill when they can, and the follow-up on the stun is ready. But Diablo is in trouble and goes down. They might have lost the Punisher, but they're certainly winning the team fights here. Sylvanas is also getting dropped. So this makes you wonder immediately how that fight would have gone if Anna and Marcel would have held back their ults a little bit. The Fort still taking big amounts of damage. Punisher got pushed back a little bit, got baited, so it's not going to take it out with... there's a little bit more damage with those sentries, but not enough to take the Fort. Now it will fall eventually. I suppose that Leoric is going to move to the top lane in order to deal with it, so it's not like they're going to be able to save that or anything. But yeah, time will tell. I mean, for the time being, still fight down at the bottom of the map. Stitches is by now sitting on 22 stacks. It's not like he got it massive amounts since we last spoke about it, but it will make a difference as the game continues. And he has the long hook range, of course, now, which we've already seen. 36,000 damage for Hanzo, and then on top of that we have 22,000 for Sylvanas on the other side. She's another one that plays a big role here if she can push with the Punisher properly. So far it hasn't really happened. The lead in experience for Team Easy Girl, that's pretty big though, because it will allow them the early level 16 talent, so another big advantage for them for sure, if they can completely leverage it, which they are going to try. But it will be an interesting team fight. Now we have Inevitable End, for example. The hook range increase is another big tool that they can play around with. And the blue team seems to be very comfortable with this particular playstyle that they've already been showcasing quite a lot. And the red team, as much as I like their composition, I really like the way that they have a very aggressive comm, that they can capitalize on advantages with Sylvanas, that they have a few other tools too. But the one thing that I have to say is every single time I look at them, it doesn't obviously transfer, but I look at them in the playstyle and the way that they're playing this, and I feel like they're entire time scared. That they're scared of losing that game. That is absolute conjecture. I have nothing to base this on except the way that they're playing it. But just looking at the game, it really feels that right now it is the blue team that is making the decisions. The blue team that is making the moves that are always ending up with the talent advantage and are just dictating the pace of the game. And it's the absolute opposite of what we've seen in game number 1 and game number 2. So at this point in time, it seems to be really the blue team that is just making the big moves. They're throwing hooks out, they're forcing the opponent back. Red team is playing cautious, also because they're lacking the level 16 talent. Now that they have it, they could force those fights a bit more, and I think this is where they're going to get more aggressive. But it's just kind of funny to watch how the momentum has shifted. Nice move, hook is out, and immediately again, all the ults are getting popped. Tormented Souls, Ana with a nano boost, and Hanzo dropping his own ult as well, and well, they weren't able to get a kill with it. That's the problem if you're playing this comp and it doesn't go your way. You're burning too many cooldowns, big cooldowns. You need to get value out of it, and they just didn't. So they should be back, most of them, for the next objective, but now they could try and re-engage here. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh! That's my F's dead. My F's dead. Easy kill. My F is gone, and they're losing more. Guys, we might go to game 5. What is going on in this series? It is insane. Team Easy Girl, the hook, the kill, Diablo in a corner, and he goes down too. That's more heroes killed. That's a 4 destroyed, 10 kills to 3. What the hell have these guys been drinking or eating between series or between maps? Crazy. They were so destroyed in game 1. They didn't even have a chance. They were bullied. I was looking at game 1. I was like, oh my god. This is going to be the quickest 3-0 that I've seen in ages. They got defeated in 13 minutes or something. Now look at what we're seeing right in front of us. Ridiculous. They're crushing it, and for some reason, where's my money? They lost all cohesion. Everything is falling apart for them. It just doesn't work. 1.5 level leads at this point, and both series that we've seen so far are just crazy. I don't even care how this one ends. The fact alone that we find ourselves on map 4 in this situation right now is just bananas. Imagine if you're in a 2-0, imagine this goes to game 5. if they're already having trouble, the red team, to get their act together here, if we are going to the final map, that would just enhance it. Here's the attempt. Oh, look at that. That was value from Hanzo. No kill, but big damage, and now they're killing Leoric. Leorki is down. He gets killed. The fort in the middle is about to fall. It's boggling my mind. There's level 20. The Punisher gets taken at the bottom of the map. This is one of the reasons why they actually delayed the pick on the Punisher, because they wanted to get to level 20. I actually thought that they would maybe wait this out just a bit, or that they would pick it up sooner. But it's just, I can't believe what I'm seeing here. It's ridiculous. They're still trying to get some hooks in. Hanzo again with Bullseye. I still disagree with Bullseye as a pick after you've gone into Dragon Strike. For everything else, of course, great. But the cooldown reduction is so awesome. I would never give that up. Now, we have on top of that, of course, Nano Fusion. We got the final curtain. They're trying for the keep here already. You have 15 minutes in. But the big thing is that the opponent just doesn't have the tools right now to stop this, from the looks of it. So, crazy. Absolutely crazy. On the damage side, yep, 60,000 for Hanzo, 27,000 for Sylvana. She doesn't even reach half the damage that Hanzo is bringing to the table. Malthael on 51,000. And now they're going even for core. Not sure if they're going to stay here and try and take the entire thing. If they get kills, for sure. Maybe it's not going to go that far, but they're getting some damage in. Sylvanas is gone, and now that Sylvanas is gone, I mean, that's basically... Punisher jumps in, and that's the end of Leo. That's the end of the game. Punisher jumps in, gets a piece of the action. 14 kills to 3. 15 kills. This is game. We're going game 5. We're going the distance. The reverse sweep is possible as Team Easy Girl takes the victory on Infernal Shrines. GG. Map 5. I did not think we would end up here. I really didn't believe it. Game 1 was such a stomp that I thought that it's very clear that Team Easy Girl was just performing really well in the first round of the tournament, but that they have now they're now facing off against an opponent that's just way too difficult for them to take down. So I thought there would be a 3-0, and then they did a little bit better on the second map, and I was like, yeah, well, if they can continue that trend. But at no point did I actually believe that they really would make it into game number 5. This is insanely impressive. Operation Reverse Sweep is in full swing, and Where's My Money is not happy about what's going on here. If you lead with a 2-0 and you have a couple of games where you absolutely murder your opponent, and all of a sudden you're finding yourself essentially in the best of 1 on the final map, you're just sitting there like, what just happened? What? So yeah, crazy stuff. Essentially the same bans with the exception of Blazer gets taken out now too. But yeah, absolutely bonkers, guys. Absolutely crazy. While we're heading into the last draft, let's see what we're getting as our first pick. Seems like the map choice was actually made by Where's My Money. So they're currently going for that. They're hesitating a bit here. I like that they're actually using it more time. So Brightwing gets chosen first. Well, Skya Foundry as a map is also mega interesting to me. It's not really in most map pools on the European tournament. So yeah, there we go. And with that, we're now heading straight into our double pick. And both teams all of a sudden are like, let's think this one through. Let's play this a little bit slow and see what we're actually getting here. Rhaegar is in and we get Hogger. So they're going full team doggy at this point. They only need Greymane right now. And they go for Stitches again. Stitches Junkrat. I don't think it was Team Easy Girl, but we had one Stitches game also where Junkrat went into Rocket Ride. And the Korean team seemed to be a bit more willing to drop Riptire and go into Rocket Ride instead. So there is a chance that they're trying for Gorge plays with Rocket Ride on this one too. So Stitches gets again taken. They're really believing in this. And I want to highlight once more that on Towers of Doom, Where's My Money banned Stitches. They didn't want to go up against Stitches. They knew fully well that Team Easy Girl has a good Stitches player that loves to go for it. And then on the last map, on Infernal Shrines, they won with Stitches. So now they're going again for a similar play with an even better comp around it, thanks to Brightwing and to Junkrat. Wow. they make that happen. Where's my money? Boys, if you want money, you gotta go farther in the tournament, so you gotta drop them. And drop them quickly. So, let's go. Mirrodin. Mirrodin gets banned. Okay. So, they don't want to go up against Mirrodin. Dwarf can jump out, so you want stuff that you can actually hook and then get value on. Ah! It is such a cool situation to be in. This tournament has been crazy. The first round matches were already pretty cool. Some unexpected results and situations. And then we had, of course, the first winner bracket semifinal, which was bonkers, and now this. Greymane and Uberak. It's a little bit more reminiscent of what they played earlier. And actually, they're going for... I mean, it's full Animal City over here. We got a cockroach, we got whatever Hogger is, a hyena, I suppose. Greymane, Rhaegar, and here come Urel and Zeratul. So they even go for Zeratul with this. Guys, this is gonna get nasty. Volskaya Foundry, the final map in the best of 5. Essentially, the series has been reduced to a best of 1, you can say. And what's happening? Final pick for Where's My Money. They had a 2-0 lead. Now they might lose the entire thing. Operation Reverse Sweep. Is Team Easy Girl able to pull it off? Can Sylvanas shut him down? We'll find out. We're heading straight into Volskaya Foundry. Game number 5. Team Easy Girl on the left. Operation Reverse Sweep. Nearly completed. They need one more win to pull it off. Brightwing, Zeratul, Urel, Stitches again. And we have Junkrat. The lineup for the third map. Sorry, the fifth map. Here's the opportunity to take it all. Over on the right side, that's where we have Where's My Money. They gotta dig deep now. We have Hogger and Uberak, Greymane, Sylvanas. Greymane, Sylvanas as a combo is so scary when we're talking structures. And then Rhaegar for the heals. Which team is gonna be able to pull that off? But as I said, Greymane, Sylvanas, if you get them with a rotation on a lane, whew, they can crush things so quickly. And they're gonna show it right here. I mean, look at this. That tower basically disappears. Absolutely disappears. Zip and gone. Now the rotation, of course, from the blue team is coming in, but the hook is missing. They're retreating, and they didn't get any. So free tower. Free tower for Where's My Money. It's a freebie at the bottom of the map. They got a tower for nothing. Didn't lose anybody. Didn't have any problems there. Can rotate towards the middle and take the minion wave down. Very nice rotation, and this is something that will continue as the game continues. Every time they have a chance to get Sylvanas and Greymane onto a structure, they should do that, because the two of them are absolutely crushing anything that they're touching. Delusional, he had a fantastic game on Stitches on the last map. He can do that again. He can perform like this once more. There's a lot that they could start to do here, but is it gonna be possible? That's a big question right now. We're gonna answer that. I like it actually. At the 1 minute mark, they're going for the healing camps. They're taking a couple of risks here too. They want the healing beacon instead of going for their turret at the bottom right of the map. So they want to take this later. But plays like this are sometimes real nice. If your opponent doesn't immediately pay attention, you can sneak in an extra item. And of course they have a composition that also caters to it. They can take those very, very quickly. And that helps a lot. So yeah, things are looking pretty darn good. They got 2 items. They have also now at the top Sylvanas, Stitches again with Hungry for More, already sitting at 7 stacks. So yes, going for Kamsi helps them a bit too. But, well, how much more? Mopsik is already moving over. And Uberak, again, he's the one that holds onto the healing beacon. Level 4 talents are slowly starting to kick in, and Noob is very interested to grab some of those. Sorry, not Noob. Stitches is very interested in picking up some of those globes that we have in the lanes, which is why he's rotating a whole lot. But there it is again. Greymane and Sylvanas. And bam, immediately tower's gone. Greymane, Sylvanas are there, tower gone right away. And even Junkrat was in trouble. Could have died. Want to get the kill on Greymane, they can't. But these are the plays, exactly that. Tower at the bot lane destroyed, now a tower at the top. The gate nearly gone down. If you can set rotations up like this, you can do work. And now they're trying to rotate with a 4-man even over into the mid lane to get kills. And yeah, the space goat is low. Urel, she can get annoyed about this until she's blue in the face. But if nobody lets her know and she gets caught by that again, then there's a good chance that she goes down. So, sweet plays are being made here. And the red team apparently has decided that they're coming into this game and that they're not going to hesitate, that they're going to be aggressive, that they're going to be decisive, and that they're going to be the ones in the driver's seat. Brightwing comes in to help out, but yep, this is looking strong. Bottom of the map, that's where we have now Stitches, where we have Zeratul, where we have Urel doing their thing, and things are going pretty okay for them now with defense. But again, those structures are a problem. Objective is up. Slowly being, well, actually not being channeled too much. Being channeled a little bit. Okay, and Nubarak is coming in again, but they are looking for kills more than anything else. The objective is a bit of a sideshow for them. 11-7 talents taken on both sides, and Illusional is now thinking about finally making a move for the checkpoint. But not yet. Also, we now get Seeker in the Dark for Zeratul, so Might of the Nerazim build that we're getting from him. And Nubarak more with an engage build than anything else, and they are ticking the points up. So Noob is still sitting tight, has to be careful with this many players of the blue team around, but they are at 63% already, and the trend continues. Sylvanas, yeah, he missed it. He missed the ability. Zeratul not able to catch that, but talk about catching things, they go for Brightwing, and there's the kill. First blood in the game, Fruit Fly is gone, and they instantly turn their attention to the healing beacon camp again. Support camp gets attacked. I actually for a moment thought that they would go for the wall instead, but yep, they want to have the second healing beacon. So an item advantage for them now as well. They are getting very, very aggressive. I really like it from a psychological point of view. Imagine if you're 2-0 ahead and then you find yourself on map 5. It's such a huge blow. And they just shrugged it off. They just said, okay guys, let's go. Let's focus. Let's ignore what happened so far. Take this map, isolate it, and get aggressive. Let's just make plays here. And that's exactly what we're getting from them. They're trying to make plays. They have the first protector. Just taking the wall down would already be neat for them here, of course. Take the wall down, do some damage. But they're also a bit in trouble. Healing beacon is out. Okay, Greymane. Nice. The sustain is there. Leaving the protector, trying to make a kill, and they grab it. Level 10 abilities are there as well. They can maybe go... yeah, she's dead. UL is dead too. With level 10 abilities on the other side, she has no chance of escape. So now we have 3 kills to 0. 1 level lead. Team Easy Girl. Oh boy. Are they losing this? They fought back. They clawed their way back into the series. They fought tooth and nail here. But now, in game number 5, they're falling behind. They pick up their own level 10. Now we actually get with that build no Might of the Nerazim. Instead, they want to go for Void Prison. So they get a hook and a Gorge. Zeratul can drop the Void Prison and just shut down any attempt at saving the target. Riptire over the Rocket Ride. Again, we saw the Rocket Ride combo a few times, but they go for a traditional Riptire pick here. Oh, it's going to be fun when Stitches starts hitting his hooks. After level 13, when the talent, when the range increase starts kicking in, this is going to get real fun. You might be able to connect a few before that. But yeah. Also, he's at 23 stacks now for his level 1. So that helps him a bit. Extra movement speed increase. He's now at 10% extra movement speed. And he has the 500 hit points, closing on 600. Yeah, Sylvanas immediately with damage. Wailing Arrow so far not used, but there's Gorge. Alright. Riptire. Rip. Get wrecked. No, she's alive. Ah, she's not. Zeratul gets cocooned, but it's too late. Sylvanas is already gone. And can they get another kill? They're coming in for Brightwing. They want the counter kill. 5 versus 4 if Zeratul rejoins the fun. Currently he's sitting in the middle. But that one was important. First kill actually for the blue team. They are not out of this yet. This is the map right here. This is the map. These are the plays. They go for the healing beacon now too. They want to get some extra items. Get the extra items, the advantage over the opponent, and try to see what you can pull off on this. So level 13 talents are now available. They're moving down to the bottom of the map slowly. Half a level, bit less, until Team Easy Girl is going to get their own level 13 and the range increase for Stitches hooks. Yeah, Urel has to be super careful. Jumps over, taps the fountain. She had her ult ready. Didn't want to waste the cooldown. It's a massive cooldown. I mean, if you go straight into Ardent Defender, that is a big, big cooldown. Burning 120 seconds, if you're just dropping a few hit points, is highly unlikely. So, yeah. The noob is still jumping out. Not really a problem running into Junkrat here. But they got the camp. And here comes level 13. Alright, so now we're talking. Level 13 for Stitches. This is going to be the interesting one. Delusional is already starting to move over and slowly make some moves here. Yeah. Let's see. Let me run this. Yeah, there's the Greymane and Sylvanas combo again at the top. I called it earlier. So this is exactly what they want at this point. Greymane, Sylvanas, Gorge without a hook. Yep, Cocoon gets used, and that is of course always a nuisance. But then again, in the back. Oh, nice, nice! Sylvanas! She gets hit by the Riptire, didn't jump on the wave and dies, and now maybe they can get the kill with Zeratul. They move in and take an Uberak down. What a fight. Cocoon against Stitches, Gorge, then the Void Prison, and this follow-up. 3 kills to 3, even experience between the teams. The structure's low on the blue team side, but they're even invading the opponent's camp, and they are going to be able to claim this one. Red team has to move away. The hook hits hard. And Greymane falls. The hook connected. Boss mode unleashed. And that is the lead for Team Easy Girl. Are they pulling it off after all? Insane. And Stitches is now at 750 extra HP. Top side, they go for another Protector. Again, not the strongest objective that we have in the map pool, but it's always something that can do some work and that allows them, as it scales, to do more damage. So they're already starting to pressure. They're doing what they can here, but it is just crazy awesome. There it is. Protector. What can they do with it? How much damage is going to be done here? Also, level 16 talents. Slowly starting to come up. Looking at the damage numbers, 20,000 for Zeratul. He's the top damage on the team. Way ahead of everyone else. 5,000 ahead of Junkrat. And then 23,000 for Hogger on the other side. Greymane coming in second. 19,000 for him. Pulverize now for Stitches. Another real nice tool for added CC on their end. What a series. It's not only the map here that's incredible, the entire series was just like bananas. What an epic story for them. Now we got Epicenter. And yeah, well, here is really a bit of a moment of truth. Can they pull farther ahead here? They were the ones who suffered at the beginning, but now, slowly, steadily, they're taking a lead. Now, the Protector hasn't really done a whole lot. But by the way, by now 11 minutes in and not a single fort has been eliminated. I would say that the Sylvanas and Greymane combo probably still has the best chance in order to pull that off. But I'm also looking over towards the blue team, and there's still some elements, specifically with Stitches and his quest, where I say they can scale so heavily into the late game. And there's the hook! And Cocoon, if it comes, is too late. Can they get a kill here? Ah, Ringer, Bloodlust. Nice. Oh, they hit it again. Here comes Zeratul. The VP connects with 2. Greymane is gone, and so is a Nubarak. What a series of events here. And he hits another one. Jeez, dude. That's the end of Sylvanas. Triple kill, Zeratul. He is such a weapon right now. Like a surgeon wielding a scalpel. He jumps in, gets the hits, is finally able to land that Void Prison. Greymane dies first, Nubarak second, and then they follow up shortly after with another kill against Sylvanas. It's insane. How are these people bringing it back? So now the fort in the middle gets attacked. They should be able to grab it right here. And we have 2 stacks missing on the level 1 for Stitches to give him another 5% movement speed, and also, of course, increasing his hit points even further. Incredible. 1 level ahead, 7 kills to 3. So damn good. Honestly, Stitches, I understand fully now why they banned him in Game 3. What I don't understand is why they just didn't ban him afterwards. It seemed like they wanted to ban him on the 3rd ban and not the 1st or 2nd, and they might now just simply pay the price for that. He's been hitting them hard. And he hits another one, of course he does. Hogger barely gets out, but Stitches is really putting the fear into the hearts of everyone else with hook after hook after hook. The games are incredible. They're absolutely crazy. Stitches, they're trying to take him on, but let's not forget, he is also getting more and more hit points here and is harder and harder to kill. So, in tower range, 1 shot, 2 shot fired, Greymane. Zeratul is dead. That's big. Zeratul big. Greymane gets the kill on Zeratul. Can they get a counter kill? It doesn't look like it. Lots of items are being dropped here. And he hits another. This is... Oh, come on. Insane! Where's my money? Finally, they're getting a kill on Zeratul and they're starting to shut them down. And then Stitches turns it around with another hook and says, not on my watch. Nope, not happening.
Nope.
Gets the hook, gets the hit, and they get a counter kill. Now there's level 20. Drops them again. And the next objective is up on the map. 1 level advantage still. They got Storm Talents now. Brightwing with the Invisible Friends. Seraphim and Master Hooker. But yeah, ridiculous game. Ridiculous series. Ridiculous tournament. This tournament is insanity. So much fun. Half a level, bit more, for level 20 to connect on the side of Where's My Money. These guys are not out. They are fighting back every single opportunity that they get. They make big plays, huge moves, just throughout all of this. And now, again, the question, how much further? What else can they do here? Down at the bottom of the map, yep, Lovesick is already starting to jump in, trying to take the fort down. Top side, we see a similar situation as Greymane and Sylvanas were making moves again. It's the minion wave that takes it out successfully. And down here, yep, the party just continues. 1 hit after another, they connects, they keep coming. Now all the way towards the top, the rotation is there. 20 again, mega close. Should in time, if they want to fight for this, they could. They can grab level 20 and then fight for it. So likely what we are going to see here. But yeah, just insane. Just absolutely insane. So, how much further? How much further can they go? Which team takes it? 20 versus 20. We have the Protector in. It's time to show what they're made of. This is the moment. Make your plays. Make them now. Hedge your bets. Ults get upgraded. Gladiator's Warshout is in. We get Rewind. Greymane hasn't made a choice yet, but obviously can. But yes, we are off to that bot lane push. 2 forts have been destroyed on the red team side, 1 fort on the blue team side. Damage output, we have 33,000 now for Junkrat. Top damage dealer on the blue team, 32, nearly 33,000 for Hogger. Top damage on the other side, so very even on this. 8 kills to 4, and Zeratul gets picked up by the Protector. So they can try and get some damage out here. Nice defense so far, not letting the Protector get anywhere near those structures. But there's another hit. Not using Gorge, by the way. Not gorging this up directly. Ooh, Wailing Arrow. Oh, what a Void Prison! And Gladiator's Washout. They're trying to bring it back here with Hogger, with Pogger, with Greymane. And Brightwing is immediately dead. Brightwing is dead. Hogger is able to escape. They're trying to go for Junkrat. He's getting a little bit low, and here comes Greymane for another kill as they're starting to move in for maybe another target. All of a sudden, it is the red team. It's Where's My Money that's able to pick up the kills. They're trying to go for Stitches, and he falls. The first time that he gets destroyed. Here comes the red team, finally with the momentum. Big hits, big damage, and they are crushing it. Snowballing it further towards the middle of the map, where they're using Sylvanas, where they're using Greymane to try and go through it. Big fight, of course, with the first double kill against Brightwing and Junkrat. How far can they go with it? It's a perfect team composition in order to take structures out. Urel is trying to buy time. Zeratul is moving in. He's trying the same. But if Sylvanas moves in with Greymane again, that keep is definitely gone. Can they go for core? Do they want to go for core? Are they willing to try it with Zeratul still up on the map? It looks like they want to. They sense an opportunity. Where's my money? They were 2-0 ahead. They're trying to win the series. They're trying to ensure that they are the winners. They're trying to shut down the reverse sweep attempt of Team EasyGod. And the core is falling. And it's falling quickly. 3 heroes back. It's not enough. The red team with a victory. They pull it off. They win the game and move on to the winner bracket final. GG.